Anyways, it's he tells me that she's been like seeing a lot of people that she looked up to in La Luz del Mundo, like people who were, we have those members who are very involved, who are honest, who
Yeah,
are
for sure.
hardworking.
For
Because
sure.
La Luz del Mundo, there's like everyone I know is it's very hardworking people, really good people. So when you see people like that, you look up to, and they're leaving, they're just out, they're no longer members. I think it kind of hits you pretty hard, and
Yeah.
it kind of makes you say, hey, you know what, like something's not right. I mean, and I think a lot of members are still in because of that, because they feel comfortable because they're surrounded by like their family or people that are still in, that are
Hmm.
still. But once those people start to leave, then I think it kind of shakes their ground a little bit.
Hmm.
Because in reality, I never thought that any member that's still on Luz del Mundo at this point, it's not really like what they call faith. I think it's just they're comfortable, like they look around and they might see some members still there, and it gives
Hmm.
them some sort of like comfort to still stay there,
Yeah,
even
for
though they
sure.
have all these questions. Because I think at this point, a lot of members, they have some question like why did he plead guilty, or just so many things, dude.
Yeah,
That
why aren't we wearing white this Santa Cena?
like why just the fact that he promised he was gonna get out like so many times, and now he's just gonna say he's guilty, like, so God lied to him, or like what happened, like it's just so many questions, bro. And
Yeah.
I think a lot of members are just at this point are either afraid is to ask or speak out, because the minute you do, they're going to like, oh, you're doubting, like, and that's what's wrong. That's why this thing's like so weird, like no one can say hey, or at least have like a question. It's like you're labeled, and the fact that they don't have the liberty to even ask,
Hmm.
because they know that they're going to be looked at a certain way
Yeah.
by their family or anyone. But I know a lot of people who's been mentally out, but they're still there. I think right now is the time for all those people, those members who are mentally out. You gotta ask yourself, how long are you gonna live like this? Being in a place where you're not there. You know that you know the truth. What this whole thing is about, but yet you still are there. I think that contributes, and I think you said this in the past. This contributes to the whole thing, because for all the members who are already out, mentally out, and one day just boom, they just leave, walk out, stop showing up. Like that's gonna help other members who are starting to like have doubts or ask questions snap out of it even faster, and wake up, because a lot of it is just just physically being there. It gives everybody else like kind of like the
A legitimacy,
idea, yeah, the
yeah,
idea
like,
that, oh, everything's still okay, but it's not. It's not. Everybody just kind of ignoring the whole thing and waiting for something boom to happen so that they can leave. But it starts with you, whoever's watching this video, like, and you thinking like, man, well, what are they gonna say? Like, you have to do it at one point, and it's not about you're gonna hurt their feelings. It's about you. It's about you being happy. We're not saying get out and start, you know, partying, and because that's the first thing they members think, like that's really what we want to do, like get out and oh look, he just wants to go drink and smoke and just be the ultimate sinner or whatever. And that's what I hate, dude. That's one
mhm.
thing that I hate about
Yeah, that there's no legitimate way to leave the group, and like that's a red flag, Like
even if,
there's
okay,
uh
even if you left, like let's say I leave, and for example, I got a tattoo. Okay, see, and that's just the first thing members look at. Just because I left and I got a tattoo, no, that's why you want me to leave, because you want me to get tattoos. Like, nah, I'm gonna stay here. Like, just because I got a tattoo, that does not mean that like Naason didn't commit these crimes. Like, okay, yeah,
they
you're
don't
right.
cancel
I
each other
shouldn't
out,
get a
right?
tattoo. I shouldn't get
Yeah.
one. Fine, I agree with you, but that doesn't prove that I'm wrong. You know what I mean? Like, they'll look at any little thing of your life once you leave La Luz del Mundo to justify themselves feeling good about their church, or staying there. Like I get it. I'm not this perfect person, but you know, like look at the information in other words. Anyways, sorry I kind of
Yeah,
ranted there.
no, definitely. I know what you mean. Um, I was gonna say that, yeah, that, there's no legitimate reason why anyone would leave in the organization. That there's no such thing as that for them, and so why entertain someone who comes up to you, telling you that, hey, I left, I know a bunch of stuff, let me help you. You're just supposed to outright dismiss them. And then I was gonna say that, yeah, this is always useful to say, but the real like mission of a channel like mine, of a conversation with someone like you, of why I talk to you and admire what you do and what other people do, um around us in the first place, is that, like, La Luz del Mundo is just a set of, the doctrine is just a set of ideas that people believe to one degree or another, and that the system, the organization wants everyone to believe like hardcore. But the thing is that, like, these ideas are dumb. These ideas that Nason can do the things that is magical. He's anointed by God. He can do miracles, etc. That he hired these lawyers because, um there's a conspiracy against him, that, yes, they're admitting to all these certain things that defame his character, um uh and that defame his character in our eyes, but it just doesn't matter. It's none of your business. Just consecrate yourself more. God is dusting the rug. He's getting all the unfaithful people out. Just really what we're trying to do is, like, just tell the story like that, and not the way and how the story is told in church, which is, there's really no story. um and that it's the members themselves, that, like, the members around us that we grew up with, like, literally none of us have, like, basically, like, very few people have ever shaken Nason's hand. Like, so many of these people don't actually know him. And the thing is that,
Yeah.
it's the members, it's so many of the everyday members that are themselves the honorable ones. They themselves are the innocent ones. They're the
Yeah.
ones who are captured, um in different ways, by this dumb set of ideas and this dumb organization with certain rules that controls a person, that makes them, childish and, like, closed-minded to even, like, debating and defending, the thing that's supposedly most precious to them, because they're not capable. It'd be bad if you go and engage and read the stuff for yourself. This is how the devil wants to get you. Like, yeah, what we're saying is that the members themselves are the honorable and the innocent ones, and we just want to help them, be better. So many of them want to have, like, a serious, moral compass. They want to have a relationship with God. Um, they feel that they, need some sort of deep spiritual fulfillment in them. I totally get that. I absolutely
Yeah.
respect and I support them in that. But the thing is that, people like you and I see them, and we're like, okay, we get that, but you're doing it in a very dumb way, and it's actually causing people to hurt one another. It's causing families to separate one another, because they think that the Mexican man is, like, magical, and it's,
I
um
think
yeah, go on.
I think this is why a lot of the members in La Luz del Mundo, um this might sound kind of mean, but I've noticed that, like, at least where I'm at, like the church that went to and stuff, like all the members who are now members, before they were members, it's not like they were like people who would pick up the Bible and just like read it every day and they knew it's, and then, they know, like, no, like, bro, you didn't know any of anything. Like my family wouldn't read the Bible at all, and down generations, all these kids now, they're born into the church. So if you go back to the beginning, to like your founding fathers in your family chapter, like who were the ones who introduced your family to La Luz del Mundo? Now ask them and or see, did they know the Bible or study this book? They don't. So ultimately, all the members, from the very beginning of their family roots, they were people who did not weren't educated. Let's just put it that way, into this book of the Bible. So here comes Nason and a group of people who have this like set of rules planned out to make you see how Nason is somehow hot. Well, I like to say it like this: Nason has hot wired himself into you when you believe in God, because everybody has this like urge or this like need to believe in God or a spiritual life, right? But Nason has somehow he's hotwired himself, bro, with the, to when you think of God, you're thinking of Nason. Any
Mm-hmm.
way you want to put it. So in La Luz del Mundo, like I was thinking like when these guys want to believe in God, like Nason is there. They don't know how to just believe in God or have
Mm-hmm.
this feeling towards God or the spiritual belief without having Nason in the picture. This is why you see all these logos, and you need if you're gonna believe in God, you need to believe in Nason. That's just the bottom line, and that's where like the this doctrine or this information of that they fed them is just totally twisted, and more because of they did not know anything else. Like I tell my dad, like, okay, what did you know about this book before these people came and just taught you what they want to teach you? Like, did you have your point of view at first? You didn't have no point of view to compare it to. You know what I mean? Like I hate to put it like a whole Bible study thing. I'm not trying to,
Mm-hmm.
but to them, it's like this is how it is. They can't leave because they just believe that Nason is just like the Bible 2.0, and you know what I mean. Like, it's just like they have to go do their research. Um, they have to just like you said, they have to um just find a way, like find information. Um, there's YouTube, there's so much things, and you know I know it's a big part of themselves, especially for them to do it on their own. I remember me taking those first steps to look at information, uh, just typing Nason in Google or whatever. I felt weird, dude. Like
Yeah.
it was crazy. I remember one time I told a member here where I'm at, I was like, hey, I looked this up, and Naason Joaquin. When I said that, he was like,
Yeah.
like his reaction was like you dared, like I just like, and I felt bad, but it's just like the control, bro. Like, like it's weird. It's
Mm-hmm.
crazy, and it's not like okay, chill. It's not like he knows, you know. Like I don't know. It's
Yeah. God
crazy.
knows though, man. Yeah, yesterday I was listening to there's this woman, Sarah M. Manjarez. I'm not too sure how to pronounce the last name, but I think we've mentioned her
Oh yeah, yeah,
before.
yes,
Uh
yes. I
she
I follow her
she she
on
does
Instagram.
yeah, she does work on TikTok and other platforms, and I haven't seen really much of it in the past couple months. I haven't sat down to go look. I've been deleting some stuff like social media and like staying away from it more often. Um, but I was gonna say that yeah, yesterday I listened to her her interview with Morgan at My Spiritual Life, and it's uploaded on her channel. I'll link it down if I remember.
Oh,
Uh,
they
But
did a
um,
video.
but
I didn't
yeah,
know that.
she was also talking about that where she those first months of the arrest, and she would type something. I remember her describing something where she typed something on her phone, and she opened a web page, and then like immediately like just got off of that. Like she just wanted to just have the page load on her screen, and then destroy, and then like stay away from it.
Yeah,
And yeah, that's something that they put into you. That this is some sort of hot potato idea that they have of you, that to tell you that these typing the magical letters in your browser is the devil, um you know um luring you in. Just don't even do that.
yeah.
And one other thing I'll share is that so I had wanted to leave La Luz del Mundo like years before I actually did, and this was let's say like the early years of Naason. I